And our next topic, bidding, 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 you got it. More No Man's Sky drama. So, there have been a lot of refunds and such, or at least requests for refunds going on with this game. Um, and it has kind of opened up this, um, let's say, discourse about when is it, like, how much of a game can you play and still expect a full refund? So, um, No Man's Sky is a very long game. You can easily sink hundreds of hours into it because it's so huge. Um, and it's a game that doesn't really have an end to it because you can just keep going and going with it and discover new worlds, new things. And apparently on Steam, if you play a game for at least 2 hours, they won't give you a refund because within 2 hours you should figure out whether or not you want to continue playing the game. So with that, a lot of people are saying, well, we didn't even know about the issues that or the things that were lacking from this game until you do get several hours in and realize that if I do happen to be on the same planet with one other person, we don't see each other at the same time, which was a feature that they said was going to be in the game. And also, the way the game was, there's several features that were supposed to be in the game that are not in there. The list is out there. You can find it pretty easily. But for a full retail game, $60 game, a lot of people are making the arguments that you can't play this game for a couple of hours and realize that it's not the game that you thought it was. So now we have developers. Some developers are coming out and saying, yeah, that's right. They should have more time before they want a refund. Some of them say, well, if you're playing a game for, even 10 hours, you got your money's worth. And so it's kind of it's a toss-up between gamer entitlement or, developers not making the game that they say they're going to make. So what did you think about this issue that's been flying around this week?
Honestly, if I had played No Man's Sky, um, I think I would have returned it within like an hour or so of playing it. And well, I guess the scenario would be Steam. I would definitely want a refund because this game feels like there was a lot of hype put into it, and I feel like it was kind of for nothing because from what I've seen gameplay wise, what you can do in this game is you fix your ship and then you're able to fly around and then you can upgrade your ship to go faster and to reach farther into the universe. You can get a different ship. You can get upgrades for your digging tool. You can find animals, dig minerals, and apparently name places.
And shoot drones and some animals if they get hostile. You can engage in space battles with pirates. That's kind of neat.
Yeah, I don't hear very many people surviving those pirate fights.
Because you have to upgrade your ship to survive.
But even then, it's really just a game where you kind of just go around, find things, discover them, and then go to another one. Which to me kind of seems I might get a little bit of hate for this, but I feel like Minecraft is just better.
You wouldn't be the first to say that, to be honest. There's been a lot of comparison between the two games, and it's like, hey guys, all those features that you want in No Man's Sky, here they are in Minecraft, which has been out for a much longer time.
Yeah, and if you want a game where it's like, oh, well, Minecraft doesn't have guns and Minecraft's graphics are kind of bad. Well, first off, they're not bad. That's how they're meant to be played. Second off, if you actually want that, there's a 2D game called Starbound. Pretty much the exact same thing. There's not as many planets in the game, and I think it just got out of beta. I honestly had more fun playing that than watching people play No Man's Sky. And that was people editing out like all the boring like just flying around and trying to find stuff to do. Like they filmed all the exciting parts that they thought they had, and I was like, this is boring. Like even like really popular YouTubers, I couldn't watch their Let's Plays because just like this game is just boring. It's the same thing on every planet. Other like you find a new animal, and the new animals look like something that someone just hit like random in Spore Creator and dropped it on a planet. So I think yes, you should be able to I think 2 hours might be a little less time, just because for some people it might take them a little bit longer to do things. So, say you get off, you explore a few planets, and you realize that this is a boring game and you don't want to play it, and it's been like 3 hours, and you want to return it, and Steam won't let you. That's kind of crap, especially for like a game like that,
Hmm.
because it's such a wide and vast open world system that they use that you'll probably have a little bit of fun. But how much does this game go for? Is it 60?
Yeah, it's a full retail price game.
I don't think it should be $60. And if you did buy it for $60, I'm sorry. And if they didn't let you refund it, I'm even more sorry because that's $60 that I believe is just wasted.
Well, and here's what I think they should do. I think that the 2 hour thing for all games on Steam, because let's face it, you can play an entire game sometimes in 2 hours if it's like a small indie title, um, or just a more casual game. You could see everything there is to see in a game in 2 hours. A game like No Man's Sky obviously isn't like that. I think what they should do is Steam should require from the developers, what is what is an average playthrough, because there is an ending to this game. You're trying to reach the center of the universe. If you just do that, um, the game may be like 30 hours. I would say, make it like 20% of that time. So 30 hours, that would be 6 hours. Or, 25%.
I'd
Make
say
it,
about 5 hours for that game.
yeah. You should be able to figure out if you're gonna like it or not during that time. Um, but here's the other thing: what do you do with retail, too? I mean, the, at some level, we really need to get past this whole point of pre-ordering everything that you see that you think you're gonna like. You know, just if you stop doing that, there's absolutely no reason to do that. We're not to the point where, oh well, if you don't pre-order it, it may not be there. That doesn't happen anymore. If you wait several months, it may be gone. You may not be able to find the game in a year. But you can go out, especially if there's a review embargo out there on a game, chances are that there's a lot of bad stuff with the game. Like the PC version of Arkham Asylum had a review embargo on it, meaning that legally none of the reviewers could release anything until the day of release.
Didn't Sonic Boom also have that?
Yes.
Yeah.
It probably did. I don't know for sure, but it probably did.
I think I heard something that said that like people who played the game weren't allowed to review it or release any information about it.
Yeah. Until the day of release. So that should tell you something about if the game is extremely glitchy or has issues like this. Just don't buy it the day that it comes out, unless it's a game you know you're going to get. Like Resident Evil 4, it came out Tuesday. I ordered it from Amazon on Tuesday, got it Thursday. I know I'm going to like the game. I know that Capcom, despite their weird button configuration choice, is not going to screw up the game that much. But if it's a game that you're on the fence about, just wait around for a week, read several reviews that you trust, and then make an educated decision at that point. I was kind of on the fence about No Man's Sky. I thought, hey, this kind of looks interesting, and I'm glad that I waited because it it does seem like a whole lot of nothing that you can do in the game. So do your research, but I do feel that there should be a much more reasonable review or a refund policy on Steam, definitely.